For literally thousands of years, we've thought about gold in one specific way. We've valued it for what it is. But today, we're going to flip that on its head. We're going to explore a totally new idea. What if the real value isn't the metal itself, but the architecture we build around it, the system that gives us access? And this quote right here, it just nails it. Look, the problem with gold has never, ever been the gold. The problem has always been the gatekeepers, all the friction, the high costs, and the exclusive systems that were built to control who gets in and who stays out. All right, so first up, we need to tackle a core belief we've all been handed down. This idea, this illusion of possession. We're talking about a massive shift in thinking, from seeing assets as these rigid physical things to understanding them as fluid systems.
I mean, for 5,000 years, the story has been the same. If you can't touch it, it's not real. We think physical possession equals ultimate security. But what if we've been asking the wrong question all along? What if the biggest risk isn't the asset, but that clunky old-school system built around it?
And this is really the core of it, right here. On one hand, you've got the old way. It's rigid, it's clunky, tangled up in friction, massive costs, and systems you can't even see into. But the new way? It's all about being fluid. And listen, this isn't about getting rid of gold. It's about tearing down that old, inefficient architecture and getting rid of the barriers that kept people out. Okay, so this leads us to a really critical distinction, the difference between a deed and a promise. This is where we get into the nuts and bolts of how this new architecture actually works. And here's the absolute key. Something like Pax Gold, for example, isn't just a synthetic thing that tracks a price. It's not a bet, no. It's a direct digital claim. Think of it like a title deed for a specific physical piece of property. The connection is incredibly simple and clean. One token equals one fine troy ounce of real physical gold, period. It's not being lent out, it's not being played with by some third party. It's just a simple one-to-one digital proof that you own that gold. And this, right here, might be the most important difference to understand. With the old-school unallocated gold, you're basically just another creditor to a bank. Your gold is just a line item on their spreadsheet. But with allocated tokenized gold? Oh no. You own a specific serialized gold bar. It's the difference between someone giving you an IOU and handing you the actual keys to the car. So how does that allocation actually work? Well, here are the details. We're talking about the absolute gold standard here. Literally, specific 400-ounce London good delivery bars, held in super high security Brinks vaults over in London. And the key part? They are assigned directly to you, the token holder. And, speaking of making this stuff accessible, this new architecture is popping up on all sorts of platforms. Take Binance, for example. You can actually find tokenized gold there. Sometimes it's listed as XAU, and get started with as little as $5. So if that's something you want to check out, we've put a registration link and a referral code in the description. Using it can get you some lifetime cashback and other bonuses from their active campaigns. All right, this whole idea of access brings us to the next massive shift, what I like to call the fractional revolution. This is where we really attack the very mechanism that has kept gold locked away as an institutional-only game for, centuries. So let's start with just one token. That represents 1 ounce of gold. Now, in the old system, that single ounce, which costs thousands of dollars, that was the wall. That was the barrier to entry. But because this ownership is built on modern digital rails, we're talking an ERC20 token on a blockchain, that single ounce, it can be divided. And I don't mean just split in half. We're talking about dividing it down to 18 decimal places. That kind of precision, it completely changes the game. It fundamentally shifts the entire behavior around saving and investing. So you see, the whole behavior just flips on its head. It's not about sitting on the sidelines anymore, trying to scrape together thousands of dollars just to get in the game. It's about being able to participate with whatever you have right now. This isn't just some tech feature, you guys. It's a philosophical leap from exclusion to inclusion. Okay, but of course, no mature conversation about a new system is complete without talking about risk. And this isn't about fear-mongering. It's about being aware, about understanding exactly what you're dealing with. So let's just ask the question straight up. Is digital gold some kind of magic shield that protects you from all market volatility? The short answer? Absolutely not. You have to see it for what it is. a dual-natured asset. On one hand, you've got the stability of the precious metal, but on the other, you've got the characteristics of the crypto asset wrapper it lives in. And this is a super important distinction to make. So when you see a brief moment where the token's price deviates from the spot price of gold, that's not a flaw in the gold itself. The gold in the vault is fine, its value is intact. What you're seeing is a characteristic of the venue, the marketplace. It's a moment of liquidity crunch, where there are more sellers than buyers on one specific exchange. So the risk isn't in the asset, it's in the market where it's being traded.
And that really brings us back to this core idea. Being aware of these new kinds of risk, things like smart contract bugs or exchange liquidity, that's not something to be afraid of. That's the price you pay for sovereignty. It's the cost of being in control.
All right, all of this leads us to our final and maybe most important section. It's about the ultimate principle of this new architecture, the power of verification. This is what takes gold from being a dead rock in a vault and turns it into a dynamic, productive engine for your wealth. Think about it. In the old model, gold is static. It just sits there in a vault and you're paying fees to store it and insure it. But in this new digital architecture, it becomes dynamic. Your ownership, your token, can be used to earn a yield. It can be used as collateral. And you can do all of this without ever selling the underlying asset. It actually becomes a productive part of your financial life. And this, right here, is the most profound shift of all. The entire system moves away from the old model of just trust us to a new one, verify it yourself. You hold the token. You can use any public blockchain explorer, see the exact serial number of the gold bar you own, and prove your ownership to anyone. That's a level of radical transparency that it never existed in the old system. So, what's the one big takeaway from all this? It really comes down to this final principle. True financial security in the 21st century, it's not found in the weight of the metal you own. It's found in the transparency and the accessibility of the system you use to verify that ownership. It's a fundamental shift from just valuing the asset to truly valuing the architecture